Hello again everyone, welcome back to another video on this wonderful platform we call the internet. Now, luckily, I am much better now, I have my voice back finally, yay, so I feel I'd get back to it. Now, this guy by the name of Dead Metal Media has made a comeback, and well, has come back with a bang. One of his previous videos on his new channel, I think it's his new channel, is where he's saying that Halloween Ends is the best Halloween movie ever made, which, that's his opinion, so that's fine, but objectively it's not. I saw it myself to see how bad it is, and well, it's bad. The other two were much better, I must say. Much better. Now, in this video here, well, let's say that he's talking about God of War Ragnarök. This is about a week before it came out, and he's saying it's going to be bad, it's this, it's that. In fact, actually, it even says that it's a review, yet the game hasn't even come out. And the only way you can do a review is if you're a critic, and well, yeah, you get the idea. So luckily, thank God, this video only goes for 6 minutes, so let's just get into it then.
So, you're thinking about buying God of War Ragnarök, boy. So instead of acknowledging...
Okay, what on earth was that meant to be? Okay.
Acknowledging the fact that their system is a complete and utter failure built from the ground up by brain-dead engineers who don't have a clue. Haven't got the slightest clue about modern engineering, modern cooling systems, or anything of the like. The PlayStation fanboys and the Sony contingent have instead thrown their weight behind the latest walking simulator, the latest cinematic over-the-shoulder third-person action game that Sony has pumped out. What have there been, like 10 of these this year alone?
No actually, and one of them wasn't even a cinematic movie simulator, otherwise known as Gran Turismo 7.
I mean, who's talking about Horizon Forbidden West anymore? Horizon Forbidden West? More like Horizon Forgotten West. Nobody cared about that game when it came out. Nobody cares about it now. And then Sony tried to milk the money out of all the PC players by dumping lazy, low-effort ports of their AAA titles onto the PC. The PC guys saw through that ruse and pirated them all. Sackboy, you can look this up. This is a fact. This is not me slinging bull, as it were. Sackboy sold 618 copies because they did no promotion. Uncharted 4 sold very low. It was like a 2,000, I think. These games are flopping on the PC left and right because the PC guys, they can't even be bothered to pirate them. The games just aren't that good. And now we have God of War Ragnarök. The DLC morphed into a sequel. It should have been a 5 to 10 hour standalone expansion to the original God of War. But yet, this is what we get. This is what we are left with. A Control-C, Control-V, copy and paste, low effort, low quality port job that is being held back by the previous generation, despite the fact that that clown in charge, Jim Ryan, has said that he believes in generations. What an absolute joke. God of War Ragnarök sucks. If you thought God of War 2018 sucked,
It didn't suck, it was actually a quite good game.
It sucked even harder. Because it's not even just the low quality graphics. It's not even just a horrible polygon count, the flickering shadow.
Since when does Ragnarök have bad graphics? Like, look at the graphics of all 3 of these games that came out this year. Everything but low quality graphics.
PS3 era graphics. But it's all of that in combination with a been there, done that feeling. You've already played this game, folks. Ragnarök, what's it? You're gonna fight Thor? You're gonna fight Thor, and that's gonna be the big revelation. And this version of Thor isn't even Hemsworth level Thor. No, this Thor's drunken, fat man titty Thor.
Because he's the accurate thought as to what he looked like according to Norse mythology. unlike Thor from Marvel, which is fictional.
Who wants to play that? Who wants to fight against that Thor?
Everyone who liked the fight, even I liked the fight, it was actually pretty awesome.
Of course, you're roided out, covered in his family's white ashes. Kratos, that sounds like a fair fight. Atreus is easily the worst companion in any game, period. He's far more annoying than Ellie from The Last of Us. He's far less masculine than Clementine from The Walking Dead. The problem here is that God of War tried to reinvent itself and it failed, but it's going to cash in on the 5 Sony neckbeards who sit online praising this game. By the way, when this game won Game of the Year, that was a coup. That was a theft. Much like the election in 2020, it was stolen, all right? We all know Red Dead 2 was supposed to win Game of the Year in 2018, but Sony greased the palms of Jeff Keighley and all those other clowns over there at the Game Awards. And Sony's gonna do the same thing this year. It's a joke. It's a bad joke. But what can we do? I'm out here trying to convince people of the truth, of the facts. I speak one language. I have exactly one fluency, and it is honesty. And I've dropped truth bombs the size of nuclear warheads, and this is the biggest truth bomb yet. There are far better God of War games than God of War Ragnarök. There are far better God of War games than God of War 2018. The greatest God of War game most of you didn't even play. It was called God of War Ascension. Came out on the PS3 at the end of its life cycle. God of War Ascension was the pinnacle, the peak, the epitome of a God of War video game and of a hack and slash video game.
I heard that game wasn't really well received, but if you think that game's better than the previous two, well, that's your opinion. Good for you.
How many of you played it? You get a copy of that for about $5 on eBay. That would be money better spent and a lot of money saved as opposed to paying full price for what should have been a $10 DLC. You know it, I know it, the American people don't know it, but that's why I'm here. I will lead you to the truth. All you need to do is fall to your knees, pledge your allegiance to me, follow me and my dead metal militia to the ends of the earth, because we have something that the mass media doesn't. We have something that Sony doesn't. We have integrity. We are willing to say, hey, this game that is going to get 9s and 10s across the board because Sony has a massive checkbook and they're willing to pay these influencers and these reviewers to say their game is great when we can clearly see there was no effort put into it, recycled animations, PS3 era graphics.
You can keep telling yourself that, but it's still a load of shit.
A Control-C, Control-V rehash of the same story we already saw in 2018. It's a lie. I'm out here with the truth. I only know how to speak truth, and God of War Ragnarök commits the biggest sin of it all by trying to sell you a fully priced new product. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's deception. That's all it is. That's all it's ever been, and that's all Sony Santa Monica will ever be. That's all Sony as a company will ever be, and that is why I am so glad to be delivering you this message here today, not just through this medium, but my voice will echo through the halls of history. That's what Dead Metal is. That's what Dead Metal does. Save yourself $65. Go pick yourself up a copy of God of War Ascension on the PS3 and hit your boy up. Maybe we'll play online sometime.
Not gonna lie, I like the sound of that.
God of War Ragnarök, not in my book. This does not butter my biscuit. This does not butter my biscuit at all.
Well, that is the end of the video, thank God, and I do not want to know what does butter his biscuit. So, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you want to, feel free to if you want to. Just stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.